Sniper Stereotypes is a good job, mate. It's challenging work, many hate comments. I'll guarantee you'll get angry, because at the end of the day, as long as there are 2 episodes left, someone is going to want the disclaimer dead.
There are 2 types of intervention users. Firstly, you have the new beginner snipers testing out the weapons for the first time. And then you have the people that realize that this is statistically the best sniper in the game, myself included. These people can either be godlike or decent at best with the intervention. If they are decent at best, you probably have nothing to worry about. They will kill you occasionally and maybe get 1 or 2 body shots. But if you know how to approach them, they're really easy to deal with. And then you have the people who have been using this weapon for 5+ years and probably have upwards of 10,000 kills with it. If you encounter them, good luck.
So there are many types of people who use the R700. First you have the fresh meat. This guy just unlocked the R700 and has the classic new unlock obligation that most low ranks experience when they unlock a new gun. This guy will most likely not understand how the bullet drop works, and therefore only ever get body shot kills. Then you have the quickscoper, who probably has a skeleton grip alongside remove stock. This guy only plays aggro sniper, so you'll never ever be able to engage in a sniper duel with this guy. Next up you have the baby Remington user, who most likely also watches Oscar. This guy is 100% just memeing around, while most likely listening to an Oscar stream in the background. And lastly you have the veteran Paradox Pokey fan. This guy watched Pokey's top 5 snipers video and still uses the R700 to this day, almost as if he's honoring Pokey's legend in a way. So the majority of serious Dragunov SVU users are those who use the automatic SVU conversion, but occasionally you'll meet the long barrel SVU main. This guy can actually be a serious threat and is really good at sniper duels. So if you see a serious Dragunov SVU user who has the long barrel, then honestly you might need a 50 cal to win sniper duels against this guy. This guy is almost certainly memeing. Like, you can't even pull a new player who doesn't know what he's doing, because most of the time these guys can't figure out how the bullet drop works and just swap back to whatever sniper they were using before after 1 life. Like, yeah, it's that bad. Like, not even the 10 bullet magazine that this has can save it. So if you see somebody using the AWS who hasn't just unlocked it, then he's most likely memeing. Hi, Moon from Stylus Studios here with the BFG-50, the super strong, skill-proof sniper that can instantly kill an enemy no matter where you are compared to them. The BFG-50 is no ordinary sniper. Its 3000 muzzle velocity makes sure you'll never have to worry about bullet drop ever again. Thick walls can save your enemies from certain death, but the BFG's incredible power can shoot through almost any wall. Plus, the BFG is so powerful.
Now that's a lot of damage!
Now you can successfully kill enemies without needing to see them even once. The BFG is perfect for campers and works on any occasion. At the back of the map, on a crane, in a choke point, and even in close range. The BFG is super strong, so once you shoot, the enemy always dies. And for emergency close range encounters, the BFG dust shot conversion is the answer to all of your close range struggles. Imagine all the things you can do with the power of the BFG. Side effects may include road kick syndrome and dying of old age. But if you're still not convinced, just listen to this happy customer.
I had to sell my house, my car, and my children for the BFG, and frankly, it was worth every cent. The BFG has single-handedly made sniping so much more fun, but most importantly, way easier. A baby could cross-map people with this.
To buy your very own BFG, just visit www.garbageweaponsfornoskillplayers.com, and if you use code SUBSCRIBE at checkout, you'll get the BFG Special Operations Dust Shot Specialized Close Range Performance Package for absolutely free. So to tell what type of person you're dealing with here, all you need to do is look at what variant of the AWM they're using. If they're using the default ammo, then this guy either just unlocked it or is too mainstream to use the op conversion and overestimates his skill levels all the time. Then you have the op users that are 100% CSGO players who most likely also pre-bought the global offensive scope to maximize that CSGO feel. These guys often complain that the op doesn't one-shot torso all range like in their beloved Counter-Strike game. Oh, and keep in mind, these guys can get really toxic if they lose a sniper duel against a 50 cal. This guy's using the long barrel skeleton grip straight pull bolt combo and is just an absolute tryhard, shredding everyone on Desert Storm. Oh wait, I just realized that I'm playing the wrong game. Anyways, the second type of person is So there are a couple of types of people who use the Mosin. First you have the tryhard, who can either be godlike or god-awful. If this guy's using the extended mag, then this guy has a 50-50 chance of being a godlike headshot master, or a tryhard who overestimated how good his aim was way too hard. Then there are the 8mm users. These guys are those who can't hit headshots, so they pre-bought the 8mm as a crutch to make it one-shot kill torso. Although these people usually don't have the greatest aim, so they're not too hard to fight against. Oh, and lastly we have the... Haha, you probably thought I was going to make an ear rape Russian joke, but you thought incorrectly. I mean, come on, I'm not that predictable. Just because a gun is Russian doesn't mean I'm gonna make the joke. What kind of a stupid... So there are three types of people who use the SVDS. First you have the quickscope tryhard. Commonly seen on Metro, this guy most likely pre-bought all of the attachments on his SVDS, although he can get pissed off if you out-quickscope him multiple times. Then you have the Spirals wannabe. This guy most likely tries to recreate Spirals videos. Problem is, he isn't exactly Spirals, and will most likely mess up more frags than he's willing to admit. Lastly, you have the 9.6 conversion user. This guy is a rare sight to see, but is an absolute nightmare to fight. This guy is a mix of the two previous stereotypes, in which everything is pre-bought, but he has Spirals-like aim. Seriously, this guy can be as terrifying as competent intervention users. So this guy is one of two players. Either he's the mediocre tryhard who will somehow miss every headshot from a 50 stud distance while spamming in the chat how the K14 is the best thing to grace the earth since sliced bread, or the pub stomper who runs around curb stomping the entire server with just iron sights and a removed stock. So the Hecate has quite a few different stereotypes depending on what other video games the user has played. Sometimes you'll have the Fallout New Vegas fan who mains this gun and won't shut up about the Fallout series. Other times you'll have the TF2 player who only uses this over the TRG because he can't hit headshots. And hell, sometimes you have the weeaboos who only use this because... anime. But occasionally, you'll meet this one guy who uses the dust shot conversion alongside the baby Hecate loadout. Or the one guy who sits at the back of Mirage with a ballistics tracker and will somehow always outsnipe you. So there are a few types of people who use the M107. First off, you got the evolved BFG user. This BFG user has been saving up for a long time and finally saved up enough to pre-buy the M107. This guy still plays like a regular BFG user, except for the fact that he has more bullets than usual. Then you have the guy who saw Snowy's Seal 16 video and most likely also has a fully matte black M107. This guy is most likely a Snowy stan or a real-life military loadout enthusiast. Then you have the Oscar stan who pre-bought the slap ammo and only ever plays on Metro, trying desperately to kill someone through the entire map. And lastly, you have the high rank that just can't hit headshots to save his life, so he uses this as a crutch. Although even though he can't hit headshots, this guy is somehow really good at hitting body shots, making him pretty annoying to fight against. People who actually use the Steyr Scout are a force to be reckoned with. Seriously, competent Steyr Scout users have near aimbot-like aim with how precise their shots are and how fast they move. Seriously, if there was a gun that screamed Pub Stomper in Phantom Forces, then this would be the one. Most likely retired from comp, this guy plays in pubs and just absolutely curb stomps everyone. So So there are a few types of people who use the WA 2000. First up, we have the guy who just unlocked the WA 2000 and thinks it's very cool because it's the highest ranked sniper in the game. This guy can either go on to becoming an absolute god or drop it after a couple of lives. Then we have the guy who bought the .300 conversion, who thought the WA is the best close range sniper in the game because it's a semi-automatic sniper that can now one-tap torso. This guy soon found out that his theory wasn't quite correct, but he still hangs on to it because he spent so much money for the conversion. And lastly, we have the player who just picked it up from the ground, who then proceeds to tryhard with it. However, it turns out that he can actually use it and becomes a literal oh never mind, he died. Well, that's all for sniper rifles. But always remember that these stereotypes don't apply to absolutely everyone, so when you see a person using a sniper, then be polite, be efficient, and have a plan to kill every sniper user you meet.